Durst the worst?
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Oh, Durst the worst.
Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst?
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
It really is amazing. Ain't that amazing? The environment that lefties have cultivated in the West. A hate-filled Pakistani immigrant belligerently complains that there are just too many whites in Scotland. This fucking guy.
Most senior positions in Scotland are filled almost exclusively by those who are white. Take my portfolio alone. The Lord President, white. The Lord Justice Clerk, white. Every High Court judge, white. The Lord Advocate, white. The Solicitor General, white. The Chief...
Man, you hear the, accusatory tone in his voice as he goes, white! You know, like he's caught you doing something, that you've denied doing. Like you're a conservative or something you're saying. No, we're the more diverse party, see? We just like whites just as much as you do, shitlibs. And then they catch you, here's a white person here. That's exactly the tone this guy, and again, shitlibs, this is the extremely anti-white environment they've cultivated just in the West in general. It's you can't really pinpoint just one place that's happening because it's all over. This guy's just rattling off.
Constable, white. Every Deputy Chief Constable, white. Every Assistant Chief Constable, white. The head of the Law Society, white. The head of the Faculty of Advocates, white. Every prison governor, white. And not just justice. The Chief Medical Officer, white. The Chief Nursing Officer, white. The Chief Veterinary Officer, white. The Chief Social Worker...
White! Just loves saying that, dude. It's getting annoying at this point. And he's super surprised that a white country has white authority figures and white people. And he's super mad about it. Don't you see, boomers, how much they're hated by an invader class? This dude obviously ascended. I don't even fucking look into this guy, really. Maybe the comments will elucidate that. But this guy seems like he's in some sort of position of power, prominence, privilege, and he's using his power to just, spit in the face of the people that were so accommodating to him in the first place. It's ungrateful immigrant syndrome, like that other video I did of the frickin' Somali who's complaining about being given a shipping container home for herself and her family, right? And the other one that was making a scene in the frickin' lobby because he missed free breakfast by a minute or something, and he's making a violent, aggressive scene. Dude, diversity is not our motherfucking strength.
Advisor, white. Almost every trade union in this country headed by people who are white. In the Scottish Government, every Director General is white. Every chair of every public body is white.
Yeah, dude. They're telling you straight to your face that they have an intrinsic problem with, just your existence. If you're a white person, if you're a white person in a white country or anywhere, they're going to tell you straight to your face that you existing or being represented in any possible way is just wrong in and of itself. Just listen to it again.
Exclusively by those who are
one.
white. Take my portfolio alone. The Lord President, white. The Lord Justice Clerk, white.
White blaster.
Every High Court judge, white.
White.
White. The Solicitor General, white. The Chief Constable, white. Every Deputy Chief Constable, white. Every Assistant Chief Constable, white. The head of the Law Society, white. The head of the Faculty of Advocates, white. Every prison governor, white. And not just justice. The Chief Medical Officer, white. The Chief Nursing Officer, white. The Chief Veterinary Officer, white. The Chief Social Work Advisor, white. Almost every trade union in this country headed by people who are white. In the Scottish Government, every Director General is white. Every chair of every public body is white.
Jeez, dude, really fucking laid it on thick with those last couple of notes there, in his song. He's the other tone of voice that he's got going is he really thinks that he's making a slam dunk kind of point. I guess in liberal lefty cuck parlance, when you point out that something has white people and is therefore problematic, you are doing a slam dunk. I guess that's a slam dunk kind of observation. in their circles. You should make the same video, but for Nigeria, China, Japan, India. Yeah, imagine going to Japan, like being an immigrant, a Gaijin in Japan, and being like, oh, there's so many Japanese people here. Oh my god. Like, would they let you fucking do that? Of course not. Because Japan is, you know, with its flaws, but overall, like, a sensible country, a real country. If I moved to Pakistan and complained that there are too many brown Pakistanis in the country, I'd be laughed at or sneered at. So why can Humza say, what are you saying, and then expect to be the leader of the SNP? Because the region of the world that you live in is overtaken by a hostile group of people and groups of people that don't like you. Because you're Paula London, you seem pretty white. White! I can't even, like, imitate the level of scorn that he exhibits in his tone of voice. You know, it's scorn, it's like he thinks he's making a slam dunk, like, firebrand kind of point. It's just, sounds like he needs to return, absolutely. Yup. 100%. Strange whites are indigenous to that area, yeah. They're so all about fucking indigenous people, except when they're not. Except when they're white. Yeah, these people are absolute scum. It's white a swear word. Pedophiles are more socially acceptable to lefties than white people. Yeah, dude. That's definitely the crux of it. If you're on the left, you're just a genocidal maniac who likes to burn buildings and kill babies and F with babies. So... white literally didn't do anything wrong, so screw you.
But there's nothing left to say. If you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're gay. When there's nothing left to say. If you watch football, you're gay. 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 You're really fucking gay. And there's nothing left to say. If you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're gay. Then there's nothing left to say. If you watch football, you're gay. 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 You're really fucking gay. And there's nothing left to say. If you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're really fucking gay. And there's nothing left to say. If you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're really fucking gay. If you're disinterested by a lesbian good war, trust me, you really feel you're really fucking gay. If you're